Hey everybody, welcome to the Excavator channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to make cheap plastic shims for your Chinese excavator or mini skid steer. Now I've made these out of plastic, and I suppose they could be made out of many materials, but I find this is the easiest material to make them out of. Why are these important on your machine? Well, if your hydraulic cylinder where it attaches to the pin has a lot of play left and right, you want to take up that slop for two reasons. Number one, it's important to keep the geometry of the machine how it's supposed to be. When that is, the pin, the hydraulic cylinder is supposed to be centered directly on that pin. If it can slide left or right too far, it kind of throws that geometry off. And two, you want to be able to trap that grease that you're putting in there on the inside of that area so that water and dirt can't get into the pin area. And you also want to keep the grease from just squirting out into the big gap that's on either side of the hydraulic cylinder. So that's why we make these plastic shims. They're nice, they're cheap, they wear before any metal on your machine will, so they can't cause any damage to your machine. So I suppose you can make these out of many materials. I make these out of the lid of Rubbermaid totes. Now, you could go down to your local store and buy a whole Rubbermaid tote and steal the lid off of it so that you can make these. But you usually have Rubbermaid totes laying around your house that aren't being used. So I think I know where to find one in my house, so let's go. So you can go to any of the retailers and buy a rubber tote, but we probably have a few laying around here in our basement. And oh, sure enough, my wife has a couple right here. This lid looks perfect. I think I'll be taking this one right here for this project. Okay, I'm back here in the barn, going to show you where you would want to place shims on your equipment if the gap was very large between the hydraulic cylinder and the sidewall. So I, fortunately, got rid of my Cardiwell CW12 Pro. It had so much slop in here that I needed shims. So here's a picture of that. So here's a picture of where I use two plastic shims on my Cardiwell CW12 Pro. As you can see, I put a shim on either side of the hydraulic cylinder where it attaches to the pin on the boom. There was about 1/4 of an inch of slop on that particular joint before I inserted those shims. So these shims serve a couple purposes here. Number one, they keep the hydraulic cylinder centered on the pin where it's supposed to be for the proper geometry. And number two, they don't allow the grease just to squeeze out into that large void that was on either side of the hydraulic cylinder. It traps the grease nicely now where it's supposed to be, which is between the hydraulic cylinder and the pin that it attaches to. This also serves to keep out dust and water and dirt from that joint in the future. But as you can see, in a machine that was designed to be the machine that it is, in other words, they knew exactly how much spacing to give this between this and the pin. On some of your Chinese excavators and skid steers, they're not designed machines. They're kind of assembled from parts, which means that they're not being engineered for a gap. They're just whatever gap there is, there is. So if you can take this and move it side to side and feel a lot of slop right here, you're going to want to put a shim in there. But this unit is tight. You know, there's a little, you can see that movement there. That's perfectly normal, what they should have. That's about the type of gap you want to see. Let me show you here on my Durette. There's a little bit right here. You can see a little bit of a gap here. But again, that is not excessive. That's about normal. There has to be a gap there to allow the grease to come out and give it some space. You don't want those super tight. Now remember, when they're designing theirs, there's also a geometry involved. This piston here is supposed to be centered right here between this pin. It's not supposed to be way over here on the left or way over here on the right. It's supposed to be right in the middle. So on your Chinese excavator, especially if you're getting an auction machine, etc., there might be a lot of slop in here where this force is moving from one side possibly to the other, and that excessive play isn't really any good. You want it kind of in the middle. So that's where these shims really come in handy. I'm going to make a bunch of them today, but I have to tell you, I'm not really going to need them on these machines for quite a while. Even on the best of machines, after a time, you can get wear and some play here where you might need to add a shim. The great thing about adding these plastic shims is they don't hurt anything. and they'll wear way before the steel will, so you never have to worry about the shim causing any damage to your machine. So in order to make the proper size shims, you're going to need to know how big the pins are on your unit. These standard mini pins, for the most part, are 25 millimeters, which is approximately 1 inch. So a 1-inch hole saw will be perfect for drilling out of your material the shim. So I just have one of these cheap hole saw kits that you can get anywhere, and I put 2 of the hole saws together. So that I have 1 inch here, I have 2.5 inch hole saw on the outside. Now this normally wouldn't fit in there. I just pushed it up through and tightened this. Get it as close to centered as you can. It's not that important. You'll see in a minute how easily it drills out these shims, but you can do it in one operation then. You could also drill out the 2.5 inch hole first, then try to drill out the 1 inch hole in the center, or you can do the 1 inch hole in the center and then get all those cut, and then go ahead and just drill out your 2.5 inch hole from the outside. That would probably be the easiest thing, because then you can keep it all on one sheet, or you can do what I did and just combine them into one, and that way you can cut the shims in one operation. Now to prep our material, you can see there's a ridge here, and that's not going to be any good. This is the area here where we're going to cut our shims out of. So I just get a razor knife and I cut that particular area out. Doesn't have to be neat or perfect or anything else. You just need the material, because you're not going to need a ton of shims, just a few. And this will make more shims than you're going to need. So this will get it ready for what you need to do here. Okay. We'll just trim away this excess here that we don't need. And there. Now we have our flat stock to create our shims. Okay, now you're going to need a drill of some type. I'm going to use a drill press today. I just clamped a piece of plywood here to the base, but a hand drill will work fine. Just make sure you drill onto a piece of wood, like a piece of plywood or a scrap piece of wood that you have laying around, and it should be pretty easy to cut these. So we'll go ahead and mount our drill in here. I'm using a spindle speed of about 930. I'm wearing eye protection. Just take a screwdriver and pop it out. And there you go. You have your perfect shim. You can clean this up a little with a little sandpaper and you've got a nice shim there. So you have your pin. We have our shim that we have slit so it can be opened up. And if your pin is in your excavator and the hydraulic cylinder would be attached like right here, then you can just snap these right over on each side of it. You can add as many as you need to take up the slop between that hydraulic cylinder where it attaches on that pin. And now it's going to stop this from moving from side to side. Leave a little bit of gap. You don't want it really super tight, but you know, close is fine. These are just plastic, so it's not going to hurt anything. These will wear and won't allow any of your material to wear. So it's not like a metal shim that you have to watch that the metal shim you use is softer than the metal on the Chinese excavator, and we're dealing with Chinesium, so we have no idea how soft that metal is. So these are perfect. The other thing they do is when your cylinder is here and you grease it right here, it's going to squeeze the grease out and the shim is going to hold that grease in place. And that will keep that seal that the grease provides to protect the cylinder right here that your piston is on. And it also preserves the alignment that your piston is supposed to have in the center of the pin. So that's it. That's how easy it is to make yourself unlimited numbers of cheap, disposable shims. Make 15 or 20 at a time, throw them in your Chinese toolbox, and when you see you have a need for them, slap them on. So that's how easy it is to make your own basically unlimited number of cheap plastic shims for your skid steers and your Chinese excavators. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like the content I'm putting out, please like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Jeff with the Excavator channel. And are you digging or are you filling?
Hey, have you seen the lid to my tote in the basement?